Good morning, everyone. I have not filmed a video in about 2 weeks. I pre-filmed a lot for my channel like a few weeks ago, and so I've had a bit of a break, even though that I've been uploading still. I have lots to do because I leave LA on Sunday for Christmas, or potentially permanently, because you guys voted Donald Trump in, which makes me really sad, so much so that I'm almost crying. It's not the Donald Trump thing, it's because I got this face wash called Panoxyl Acne Firming Wash because my skin has been going crazy here. I got it in my eyeballs and they sting, so don't get it in your eye. If you were wondering, don't get it in your eye. This is a nice little clip for the video. So first up on the London agenda today, we went to Fortnum & Mason, which is a kind of department store like a Harrods. I wanted to look at the Christmas decorations, and obviously I'm like a magpie, drawn to anything pink or gold, and as you can see,
there's something about this that I like.
I like it too.
I don't necessarily want it.
It's because it's green.
I love it.
I like it too. Then we went into the Prince's Arcade just to look through all of the shop windows that were decorated. Not many of them were Christmassy just yet, but this is November, so we were a little early for most of the shop displays in the arcades at least. But there were some lights, which is the incentive to go into these little arcades. Then we headed over to Covent Garden. We were going for afternoon tea at a place called Lauderay, which is like a macaron store that did a beautiful afternoon tea. So this is St. Paul's and Covent Garden like square. It was beautiful. I've actually never been here before, shockingly, but it was beautiful. There's my mom, and this is Lauderay, which is decorated so beautifully. The mint green is like my favourite shade of green ever. So this was beautiful. The afternoon tea, again, gorgeous. To be perfectly honest, macaroons are not my favourite thing. The scones also came with apricot jam rather than raspberry jam, which was quite strange for me. But it was good nonetheless. We then made our way into the Apple Market in Covent Garden, which had some really beautiful booths with a lot of independent vendors, which we had a look at. The big Christmas decorations through the middle of the market was the reason that we actually decided to walk through here. And we could hear a band playing, so we had to walk over and take a look. It was beautifully decorated, so many nice little stores. Obviously, as you can see how massive those Christmas decorations are. But we just wanted to hear this band. They were incredible and they were playing for free. It was just a busking thing. We walked over to the other side of the arcade so that we could get a better look at the band, just because I wanted to get a shot of them. They were incredible, so good, and the kind of setup that they had in the corner of this little like gallery was so sweet, especially with the cafe like chairs in front, the little toilets next to them. Unfortunately, the Tougaloo. It's just like a very common thing in London to have paid-for toilets, but this is the same Christmas tree from Covent Garden before, but lit up at night time on our way out from afternoon tea, which looks beautiful, and all of the lights were now on. and then all of the lights going back towards Leicester Square as we were leaving the community in Covent Garden. Lit up too. That's pretty much the only reason that we went to London was to go for afternoon tea and also to see all of the Christmas decorations and the Christmas lights because I love it.
It's like a deli. Oh, that's cute. I don't even know what that is. Is this Reformation? No. This is Reformation. Reformation. You ever been to Reformation? It's like fancy H&M, really.
Next time. Again, we're just walking through Covent Garden on our way to Leicester Square, and I wanted to show all of the pretty little lights. My favourite thing is those restaurants have outdoor seating with heaters in and all the lights are lit up, so it must be really beautiful to sit there. Incredibly cold this day, actually. For the UK, it was very, very cold. I think it was like about 58 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if that's correct, but it was very, very low. I'm trying to remember what the Fahrenheit Celsius little conversion is because I'm not particularly good with it. But now we are at Leicester Square, the Hippodrome Casino. They're actually having a Magic Mike show that night, which I did not attend, but I would not have not gone had it been an option. It just was not on our agenda.
With a heavy heart
This is cute.
We then decided to walk through Chinatown onto our next destination because we wanted to go through the decorations of Chinatown. I've actually never been to Chinatown in London. I have been to the one in Birmingham, which is great, but London is obviously a lot bigger. They have a lot more restaurants and the decorations are always out, and it is just beautiful to walk through, especially in the evening when it's kind of dark outside. Luckily for us, it's winter here in the UK and it's incredibly cold, like I said, and it's also quite dark quite early, so it looks like it's evening here, but it was actually like 4 p.m. It was just really, really dark. The lights are beautiful, so I'll just let you watch this clip.
Not lit up. I wish the lanterns were lit up. Oh, they don't. So cute. From this angle before, that's Carnaby Street.
So we passed Carnaby Street and we were going on to Liberty's London, which is essentially like Harrods. It's a department store. It's a little bit more interesting, a little bit more funky, a little bit more kind of more unique in the brands that they stock. It's not just the generic high street or designer brands like you would have in Selfridges. It was more unique and, you know, smaller or more niche designers. There was one beautiful brand called Annie's Ibiza. Incredibly beautiful dresses. I cannot wait to go back into London in January so that I can actually go to the main store, which I think she said was actually in Carnaby Street. So we're walking past Liberty's. The lights and decoration that they had was not, you know, anything fancy, anything special, but it was the standard Liberty's outside, which is kind of like an old cottage with the thatches and the mouldings on the front, which I adore. If I could convert this into a home, I would. but I simply can't. This is kind of the main feature of Liberties. I think they have this, it moves up and down, or it remains in place. I can't remember which one it was. But we were just browsing and shopping as we do on our way to look at the Christmas decorations, which we are slowly making our way towards.
Toilet. Oh, is it meant to be split? I mean, it could be in one. Oh, that's adorable. 20 and 95, that's not bad.
It's 20, not 8.
Don't they have the Miffy baubles?
They might.
If they do, I might buy one. Don't they have big ribbon here?
So one thing that you might not know about me is that my mom and I loved Miffy. Miffy was like, I had all the books when I was younger. They were just like my prized possession. So that Miffy, like, oh, here they are, the Miffy decorations. We saw them, or my mom saw them in Liberties last year, but she didn't buy any, which I think is a huge regret because there were some better designs last year. These ones
Do they have birthday?
were good, but they weren't amazing. They also had Hello Kitty ones, which were very, very cute. Look how adorable that is. But Miffy is my main, like, obsession, like, nostalgic obsession. The Hello Kitty ones, though, were incredibly cute, and I did think about it because they were so sweet. But I did come there just to look at the Miffy ornaments, and as you can see, they just weren't as good as they were the year before. I wish I could find them maybe online. They had like a Miffy birthday dress on, which was much cuter than the ones that they had this year. But I explicitly only came to Liberties to look at the Miffy ornaments, and so did many other people because I couldn't get a shot of all of the different ornaments that they had. This little angel one and the snow Miffy were my favourite. So we are on to the Liberties haberdashery now, which is one of my favourite places to be. Any kind of fabric store,
Oh, there's like more.
I just gravitate towards. There were some buttons and some like crochet sets and other like little sewing bits and bobs that I can just get very easily sucked into buying and then just keep in my sewing studio and do absolutely nothing with for many, many years, as is everything in my sewing studio. So I didn't actually pick anything up here because I know myself well enough to not buy things that I know that I'm not going to use anymore. But it's always fun to look.
Is it actually Lego? Oh, it is. Okay. Is that Spode? No. Dolce & Gabbana. That's cool. Is it Dolce & Gabbana? It is Dolce & Gabbana. I like that. Oh, now it's blocking this. God, I'm not very good at this, am I?
Of course, it is not Christmas in London if you do not go and check out the Selfridges window displays. They have multiple of them. They are beautifully lit up and beautifully decorated, and it is always different every year. So this is kind of like the fun part of being in London at Christmas time, is you can just go and window shop. Obviously, you should probably be spending money on people's Christmas presents, but I did not buy anything, actually, not even for myself, which is a shock. Actually, did I buy something for myself? No, I didn't. Good for me. I bought myself a Greggs as a treat on the way home, but other than that, I actually didn't buy anything. This dress in that window display was beautiful. It was getting very, very busy as we were approaching Selfridges, but as you can see, all of the displays. That one there is the Uggs display, which we went straight in to look and see if they had the pair of Uggs that I really liked that I saw in Macy's in LA, but they didn't have it. This is the Selfridges Christmas floor. We then left Selfridges because it was so busy, but the lights on, I think this is Oxford Circus, were just so gorgeous that we decided we would just walk through and go home because this was a long day and a lot of walking. In fact, I'm pretty sure between my mom and I, we did about 50,000 steps. So these lights, again, just so beautiful. The entire reason that I wanted to come into London was just to see the lights.
Oh, that's nicer.
So thank you for watching this little travel London vlog at Christmas kind of thing, and I'll see you in the next one.